I was going to unmute myself and then I muted myself back again. Hello! Hello! Happy Monday, everybody! I hope everyone's doing well. And I'm hoping that my is running smoothly. Oh. Yo, hello? Sorry, 1 second. Steffi is having a... There we go. Sorry, my studio kept freezing up. Hello! Happy Monday, everybody! Bit of a rough start, but we're pushing through, I think. So, while we're just kind of vibing for a bit, I do have a little special game I planned today. It is called the Genshin Crop game, though they do have the availability for Honkai Star Rail pictures. And I was nice enough to link it in the description so that way people could get a hold of it if they wanted to. Excuse me. This particular stream is relatively interesting because it's not one that I have done before. Because this one is also an incentive for everybody else. And everything's going okay. I'm having a bit of a day, but I'll get over it. But yes, this particular stream... This particular stream is going to be a bit of an incentive for everybody else as well, because chat technically gets a benefit if I do get to lose. So, allow me to let you know about which kind of incentives we're talking about. So, the Genshin Crop game is relatively difficult. You might think, okay, it's just going to crop on, like, you know, legs, clothes, things like that. Answer's no. No, the game doesn't fully do that. You could be sent into a completely other dimension, and you only get to see, like, a speck of blue, and you have no idea. Hello? Hello? So, I have decided to play this game for everybody today. Because I'm going to play this game up until I get the best of 50. It's gonna be it's gonna be a bit of a longish game. It's gonna be out of 50 guesses. And here's a bit of the fun part. If I end up losing out of 50, say the amount of losses overtakes the amount that I've won, you guys get to find some stuff over on Amazon for me to purchase, and we will have a little post-game Zatsu for that. So you guys get to pick out some stuff within a $50 limit for me to pick up. But I do have, of course, the basic incentives. It cannot be cosplay, because you're not going to be seeing me in that. Yes, 50 USD. It has to be completely safe for work as well. It cannot be anything... Yes, within 50 USD. It cannot be anything not safe for work. It cannot be cosplay, because cosplay is also probably past the limit anyways, unless it's like the really, really simple kind. But either way, no cosplay. I will probably reiterate this at the end as well. And if the items are relatively small when I look them up, you guys are free to suggest a few things up to the $50 cap. No more than that. However, I am allowed a very particular little caveat, and it's not a bad one, it's a very basic one. I am allowed to use my phone. However, it is just to look up names. It's not to look at the artwork. It's not to cheat. It's just so I can get an accurate spelling. Because let's be honest, there are some on the Xianzhou Luofu that are extremely difficult for me to remember how to spell. Jiaozhou being one of them. Jiaozhou and Fuxuan are like my biggest issues of remembering anything of how to spell. I don't know why, and I don't know how, but they are very difficult. But yes, I will reiterate this if I do lose. And you know what? Even if I win, you guys get to watch me struggle probably. I don't know if the RNG gods are going to love me or not. I did give this a few tries with the actual Genshin crop, and then I also did a few rounds by myself just to get some test runs of the Honkai Star Rail version. I will say, I think the Genshin crop will actually be a lot worse if I was to play that. Because the way some of the crop is, you get sent to some of the backgrounds and then you're just like staring at like a Dendro background and you have no idea who that character is. Hello. Excuse me. But yeah, I thought this would be a little bit of a fun night tonight because it's really simple. It's pretty easygoing, and you guys can also play this version for yourself too because again I made sure to link it down below for everybody, so if they want to have their own version of their guessing game or if they want to play along, even though our answers are going to be completely incorrect alongside each other because this is completely randomized, I think that'd be fun. Also, I'm really thankful for Bubba for introducing me to tabletop audio because I now have very lovely ambient music in the background. I might change it if need be, but for now it's fine. It's triumphant music. It's how I feel today. Kind of. But yeah. Let us move over to the gaming corner. Because, yeah, there we go. So, as you can see, I have my win and my loss scoreboard typed up over there in the corner. So I was going to get the death counter, but I decided not to do that. And I'm over here for once. Ha ha ha, surprise, surprise. I am over on the left-hand side. Left-hand Zephyr can't hurt you. She does not exist. Hello. Now, to be fair, I'm going to refresh this. I will be nice, and I will say I will refresh this because I technically know who this is by looks, but I'm not going to put the guesswork in. So I'm going to but for the sake of brevity, oh, I'm gonna hide the mouse there. 1 second. 1 sec. I'm going to oh, capture cursor. There we go. Okay. There we go. We're back to normal now. So yeah, I'm going to hit another one, and this is where it's going to fully start, because that's Fuxuan. I know because I recognize that cloth anywhere. But because I already kind of knew that was her, I'm going to just do another one. So what I'm doing is I'm playing out a guessing game out of 50. It's just a little like picture guessing game. Best out of 50. And if I lose within a $50 USD, you guys get to choose some Amazon things for me within certain parameters. I'm gonna drink real quick. Hang on. I just figured it would be a very nice, like, little easygoing night. Just to kind of settle and vibe. But because I'm fully aware this is Fuxuan, I'm going to skip. I'm going to hit another one. Now, I have had moments where I already know who this is too. You know what? I'm not even mad. This one's kind of giving me a freebie right off the bat. Locha, who is coming to be a freebie. Check. Confetti in the background. It is correct. That is Locha. And it should zoom out a little bit. See, this is where some of the crop is going to be awful. They call it. Yeah. This is unfortunate not Genshin, but this is technically called Genshin crop. But they do have Honkai Star Rail version, and because I know Honkai Star Rail just a bit more, but yeah, you can kind of see where the crop is going to become problematic. Where that little red square is, that is the boundary of where it is. It's not going to just zoom in on their hair or their clothes. It's going to sometimes do some really funky stuff. So, because like I said, I've gotten Zila and Sparkle mixed up a few times and not realized it. Because of their blue backgrounds. So let me go ahead and edit this. We're gonna mark that as 1. So far, so good. I can't win my 50-50s, but maybe I'm good at an artwork guessing game on stream. Well, the only 50-50 I won was... I think the only 50-50 I've won so far has actually been Mighty. And I think Aventurine. Everything else has gone, like, gone to hard, gone to guaranteed. But to be fair, my first Aventurine was guaranteed. I lost the 50-50 to Himeko, but I think that was on the 2nd or 3rd one. Another one. See? This is what I mean by pure evil. This is what I mean by the purest of evil. Because this is just a background swirl. This is just a background piece. I don't know whose background that is. I'm going to guess. Oh. It's someone's background, but I don't want to say Blade. Blade would be a little too obvious. However, if this is Stell or Kalis, I essentially have a 50-50 shot at winning this. I am almost curious. I want to lose this just to see what happens and where that sits. Oh, that's hard. That's a hard one. It's a splash art for somebody, and I don't know which one. Or is it? No, Welt's different. Welt doesn't have that kind of swirl. Okay, nuts to this. I'm going to say Blade. No, no, no. Yeah, doing it for getting out solid score white. Yeah, see, this is what I mean. Some of those times the crop is extraordinarily unfair. Yeah, but if you do probably know, don't give me the answer. That's another rule I should probably implement. Do not try to give me the answers. Oh god. You know what? I'm going to guess. I'm going to say Kalis. I am probably extremely incorrect. Oh my god, wait, that was Bailu? Wait, what? Oh, that's just, see, this is like me, but pure evil. It was Bailu? Bruh. Oh. You know what? You guys might actually win this. I know we're... Oh. It looked like something like Blade would have. Wow. Now, if they had zoomed in on the fish, I probably would have gotten that. Like, if they had cropped for the fish, maybe, because I remember Bailu's splash art a little bit better. Oh, well, a loss is a loss. Here we go. A loss is a loss. You know what? That kind of ties into the whole 50-50 thing. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. We've got 48 more to go. Another one. Oh no. Hi, Ting Yun. Now this is Ting Yun, Ting Yun. I recognize that. Very, very sexy lay anywhere. Ting Yun. Let me double check, make sure I am spelling her name right. I believe I am. Like I said, I am able to at least Google search the names because I can be a very, very dumb sorceress sometimes, let's be honest. Tingyun. Tingyun. No, this is this is not, that's, it's the chest at the very least. Hi, Tingyun. And watch as it zooms out. Oh, although see, look, it's Tingyun. Boy, that pose is extremely awkward these days. Oh my goodness. 1 second, let me go ahead, switch that to a twofer. It's the booba. It was her lovely little booba. I mean, I'm not gonna say no to the boobas. Sometimes some of these Honkai Star Rail characters have like really amazing booba. Another one. Let's go. Who is? Oh, this one I know instantly. I think that's how you spell it. I remember I did a test run of this, and Sway had like a really funky Xueyi Zway. Okay. Xueyi. See, this is why I have double checked my spelling. Otherwise, I'm gonna like completely mess this up. Yay! You wanna know something really crazy? I see, and this actually messed me up previously. I originally had a different spot, but it was like one of these constructs when I was playing it earlier. I thought it was Zila for some reason. I thought it was Zila, like it was her scythe. I don't know how I managed to get it like that, but it looked like her scythe from a very close crop. But yeah, okay. Zway! I'm surprised. You wanna know what's crazy? I can actually be a bit of a visual learner. 2, 3. So far, so good. I am probably going to fail this eventually. Again. Another one. But yeah, I can be a very visual learner, so... Anya? Is this literally just her sister? Books. And a little blue stripe. Is this just Hanya? I think it might just be Hanya. Because, or is it Ho-Ho? No, Ho-Ho does, I don't think Ho-Ho is splash art is surrounded by books. I want to say Hanya. Because it's just books. Ooh. Yeah, because this isn't... I remember Jingyuen's background. I don't think it was like this. I'm gonna guess Hanya. 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 Because those are definitely Xianzhou Laofu books. Hanya. Thinking... Not Hanta, Hanya. Because big fingers. Hanya, yep. Hanya, Hanya. Woo! Ooh, wow. I guess that just by the books, and I think the blue spirit may have given away. I don't know. There probably is a sports category, but I'm not doing anything with it. But yeah, it looked like a Hanya because Hanya, I feel like, was the only one who was always surrounded by the books, and Jing Yuen's comes off very differently. So that is 4. So that is 4. So we have 45 more to go, and so far I am blazing. Oh no. I almost kind of like, it's not that I want to lose, it's just that I hope this is good. I feel like this is just going easy mode on me, and then eventually it's gonna come around and like knock my teeth in. No, because that's Bronya! Oh no, because that's Bronya. I can tell by her little ribbon. I already know that's Bronya. I recognize that ribbon anywhere. I recognize that bow. I recognize that bow anywhere. She is the one who was behind the loss of my 50/50s. Once. And it was Topaz. And it was offline. I was still mad about it. But yeah, it's Bronya. Oh. Oh! Oh. Well then. I was so confident. I was so confident. I went in there looking at the bow. I didn't look at the possible shot in the background. Oh well. Oh well. That is 2 losses, 4 wins. Let's see. Oh, it was Pela. Another. I was looking at the ribbon. Definitely from the Lawfu. Not. I don't think that's Bailu. Not Yunli. Yunli is a little bit more of a green palette. It's not Jingliu, is it? Is that Jingliu? I don't know anyone else who has that bright red of a and blue color palette. Oh, we're playing the Honkai Star Rail version, Bubba. Don't confuse me. I think that might, no, wait, Jingliu's got tights. Jingliu has tights. That's right, Jingliu doesn't really wear a skirt. Jingliu doesn't really wear a skirt. I guess my only guess right now is Yukong. But it feels a little weird. I swear to God, if this is Jingliu, I'm going to scream in a corner. Part of me wants to say Jingliu, the other half of me wants to say it's Yukong. But this has got a very mostly Jingliu color palette, but I don't think Jingliu... Wait, does... I'm second guessing myself. No, because Jingliu's got more of a black and blue. She doesn't really wear a skirt either. I think she just wears full body tights. You know what? I'm gonna go with my safety bet. No, never mind, not Yukong. I'm gonna stick with Jingliu. I'm gonna stick with Jingliu. I think that's gonna be my final answer. It's gonna be completely wrong, but it's gonna probably be Jingliu. Hang on one moment. Let me check the spelling of Jingliu. Jingliu. No, it's not timing me. Jingliu. Okay, check. Oh my god! I took a shot in the dark. Because it's like, Jingliu's color palette is extremely blue, and I completely forgot if she wore tights or not. But it's like, Yukong doesn't really have this on her side. Oh, nice. Those are some nice thighs, though. Jingliu got some nice thighs. Not gonna deny that. I was debating because Jingliu's color palette was so blue. I know Yukong doesn't have like a white background, a blue background. She's also in prison. Jingliu is unfortunately in prison as far as we are aware, and awaiting trial. I already miss her, and hopefully she comes back again. Anyway. Oh, that's just pure evil. I believe this one is actually Yukong. I believe this one is actually Yukong instead. But... Wait. There's a little curve. I think I might know who this is. And I'm going to be very mad at myself if this ends up not being the truth. I'm going to take a shot in the dark. It was probably Yukong, because my brain cannot remember, but I do recall Ratio also had like a secondary color palette. He had a bit of a yellow... No, wait, did he have a yellow background? Did he have a yellow... I don't know if he had a yellow background. Ugh. No, I don't think it's Ratio. I think it's actually going to be Yukong. I'm going to go with my first guess. Adam Yukong. A silver hair coil? Bluer hair than Bronya's. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember all my Genshin characters. If it's blue with a slight coil... I was gonna say if it was blonde, it was probably... I don't know. I haven't seen many with blue hair. The only ones with blue hair that I can recall is the Water Archon Arena, but that's all I remember. I don't think I had one with ever like blue swirly hair. Oh, it was Sushang. Oh, that's just... Oh, that was Sushang. Okay. Part of me was screaming Sushang because a lot of her stuff is, like, very earthy toned. But I guess not. That's fine. We take those losses when they come. We take those losses at the time. Like I said, sometimes these crops can really, like, surprise you because... Hi, Black Swan. I think we all know who this lovely lady in purple is. We all know who this lovely lady in purple is with a very, very so... I'm not going to question that crop. I'm just going to quickly move on. One sec. I'm going to change my scoreboard, and I'm going to move on. Him. Oh, it was Layla. Oh, that dark blue. Oh, I should have thought about Layla. That's how much I remember about Genshin. That's why I was like, I think I would be severely handicapped if I did Genshin. But damn that crop, man. Ahem. Zila! I recognize this thigh anywhere. No, it's not the game of thighs. It's just the way the crop goes. Hi, Zila. I know Zila now. Zila! Yo, 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 let's go! Phrasing, right? Hey, I'm already over like 30 minutes in. It's fine. There it is. We have 7. We are now 10 from the 50. We have 40 left to go. And so far, I think my visual learning is coming into fruition because my brain is actually like imploding. I don't remember her. I don't remember a lot of my Genshin facts. Give me Honkai Star Rail, I'll remember it, but like, give me Genshin, I probably won't. I believe that's actually Svarog. But because of who it's on, it should just be Clara. There's not a lot of people with that big metallic. No, that's Clara. That is Clara. I swear to God, if this says no, it's Mr. Svarog, dumbass, I'm gonna be like, rude, first of all. Second of all, there we go. Mr. Svarog! See, you would not have thought about Clara from that unless you knew about Mr. Svarog. Clara is the one that has not shown up yet. I am probably going to eventually fall from grace. I can already sense it. Unless this game is completely giving me RNG, like making me just like RNG proof. Oh. Remember when I say the word spoke too soon? This is what I mean by spoke too soon. Although, I do recognize that white cuff a little bit. I recognize the white cuff. It makes me think of, it does make me think about, Kafka. Is that Himeko? Is it Himeko? No, I don't think Himeko's splash art is like that. Is it? Because it's not Arlen. I'm getting thrown off by these little pieces of fabric, I think. The metal is also kind of throwing me for a tilt. And not in a bad way, I'm just like... I'm gonna say Himeko. I'm gonna say Himeko. Part of me thinks it's Arlen, the other half of me thinks it was probably Kafka. But I believe Kafka's background is a heck of a lot more different. So, Himeko? Oh, it was Serval! Oh! Oh, right, because her stuff goes on a stage. Because I wasn't incorrect thinking about the white and black fabric, but the stage, I forgot that Serval has a stage. I genuinely forgot Serval had a stage on her thing. On her splash art. You can tell how often I look at my 4-star characters at this rate. Okay, so that's 4. I'm still leading up by 4, so that's actually not too shabby, all things considered. I'm not doing half bad, all things considered. Another one. Oh, there's Bailu. This one I can recognize. This one I remember because her background is light blue. She's got this little cufflink. I remember her braids. Hey, Bailu. Except for Sweep, here we come. Maybe. I could completely flub up. That's all that this is. I can completely flub up and eventually, because they give me so many curveballs. There we go. That's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 so far. We're almost halfway. Wow. Another one. Let's go. I know that boot. I recognize that boot. Yeah, you can sometimes get someone's knee. You can get someone's knee, or you can get just like an entire patch of skin with some of the Genshin ones, because it's just like, who? Okay. Everybody, say it with me. Jing Yuan, come get your son, because that is Yanqing. Double checking my work, because I believe that is Yanqing, because his leg, his foot, his shoe is extremely obvious. Is it... Oh no, that's completely spelled incorrectly too. Wait, hang on. Yanquing. No, I had it right. Yeah, I had it right. Okay. Yay, I was getting thrown off by, like, auto-correcting and other lovely little Google. It is the boy, Yanqing! I ruined the moment by not instantly sending it because I had to double-check my spelling. But yeah, there's his foot. I recognize that anywhere. Another. Oh wait, I need to up my... Ooh. Ooh, who has ambiance? Hang on one moment, let me... That would be 10. So we have 14. Done so far. Who the heck has this kind of background? It's not Misha. Misha is more of a blue. Is this a blade? Is this... It's either Blade or it's... no, not Lingsha. Lingsha is in a bit more of a brighter background. Who the heck has a room that's like dark and got plant life? The thing is though, it could look like this and then it could extend to someone else. Oh, is Gallagher... I don't believe it's Gallagher. It's a little too... It's got like this little ember. I don't believe it's Gallagher. Because it's... I don't think he... Because I think Gallagher is like leaning against a bar. I'm gonna take a wild guess. I'm gonna say Blade. I don't know why. Part of me is screaming Blade because this is a background I don't recognize. I don't know why part of me is screaming Blade, but it is. Oh wait, that was Robin? Wait. Oh, it was part of her music box stand. Oh, wow. Oh, that was Robin. Okay. You know what? Fair play, game. That was actually really good. Fair play. It looked like really dark and really black, and I forgot Robin also had like a bit of a darker background, but it upwards it would do this. Wow. Okay. Fair enough. That's actually really clever. That was actually a good crop. I kind of liked that one. That one actually kind of made me wonder. Because part of my brain goes with palettes, and I'm just like, who has this kind of color scheme? It's kind of like the reason why I also didn't go with Genshin, because a lot of Genshin characters wear a lot of blue. Another one. Okay, first of all, that's just pure evil. Second of all, that's either... I feel like that's the Astral Express, and that could... Oh, God. Okay, see, guys, this is where I was talking about. This one will really mess you up. It's so warm, though. I don't think it's an alt. But it looks like the Astral Express. But it's also, like, too many layers. Also, it looks like a bit like a couch. It looks a bit like a sofa. It's in a very warm palette. This one, I am going to guess my entire chest is Jingyuan. I'm going to take a wild guess in the dark. This might end up being completely wrong. Is that Jingyuan? It was Kaylin? Was it actually the train? Even if I knew that was the train, to be fair though, guessing between Kalis and Stell would have still left me at a 50-50. Because they will not accept Trailblazer as an answer. It looked like the train. I second guessed myself. It looked like a bit of a sofa. I thought Jingyuen's had like a little sofa in the background. No, he did not. He had Momo in the background. Or is it Mimi? Either way. It's funny because if I had guessed Kalis or Stell, that still would have been like a 50% chance. Because of where it was zoomed in. It's like, I only have a 50-50 shot between the Trailblazers. Because yes, the Trailblazers are counted as their own characters. So yeah, that's fun. I'm not even mad. I'm like not even mad. That was actually kind of nice. Next. This is where I start failing, isn't it? Pink Blossom. This is just pure evil, isn't it? This has to be someone from the Luofu. Or someone from the Xianzhou of some kind. There's like a strip of purple, and that could be like anything. That strip of purple can be literally anything. Oh, that's just... Okay, that's just pure evil. That strip of purple could be literally anybody, because it could be just, like, dark gray. Because I don't think it's Ron May. Ron May has got a different background setup, I think. But she's the only one I know... This game is for the super fans. Probably. Like, for the ones who keep, like, a really, really close eye on their artwork. Heck yeah. Like, especially if you want to, like, really ace it. There's purple, there's blossoms, there's a bit of red. I feel like there's only... I'm gonna say Ron May because I feel like she's the one I usually associate with the pink cherry blossoms. I might be completely incorrect. March 7th, imaginary. Oh, please don't tell me I had to have, like, written that out entire... That was just her leg. That was just her entire leg. Now the question is, would I have had to have written imaginary as well if I had gotten this incorrect anyways? Or would I have at least gotten, like, partial credit for the... Should have thought about March 7th. Oh well. The losses are catching up relatively quickly. But so far, I'm not doing half bad. I was expecting for the losses to be at a, like, complete clean sweep, if I'm completely generous. The abs of Arataki Ito, poor noodle arms. I feel bad for Ito because Ito got his model, like, really messed up. If they could go back, they should probably make him a little bit more buff. I don't know. Now the game is really testing my patience. I almost want to say Zila just for the blue and the light, the airy smoke. I don't look this... I look closely at artwork, but I don't look this closely. Is it March, though? Hang on. Is it? I think it might be March. Because the pinkish and the blue kind of makes me think about March. Oh, it was Jade. Hi, Jade. Yeah, I'm not gonna be mad at that. I am not. This is really, really difficult. I'm glad this thing does not have me underneath a timer. The only timer I have is my stream timer, which is just my general, like, body clock. Damn. Jade tricked me on that one. Another one. Jade really got me with that. What is with all these weird close-ups? I had to ask. I had to play the hard game, didn't I? Oh boy. I feel like this one might be Kafka. It's probably Kafka. Excuse me. She's not carrying her umbrella or anything, but this kind of gives me the sunset vibe that Kafka usually runs with for her artwork. But so there's also a chain. No. That maroon shirt. I think that's Sampo, actually. I believe. Final answer, that is Sampo Kowski. I double-checked my life. Yes! I double-checked. I saw the bright red on the shirt. It's like, I was about ready to say Kafka, but then I realized, wait, there's something familiar about this back-end piece. Oh, the chain, the realization of, oh, that's Sampo. That is Sampo. That is the guy we tried losing, like, he tried to spin the wheel too often, but Sampo rarely ever came with a spin wheel, which was a little crazy. How Sampo never showed up during the Aventurine. Like, I purposefully rigged the machine, the wheel, to be helpful towards when we were getting Aventurine, so it's like, we could have a little bit more fun, but Sampo decided to not want to show up that day. He showed up like a handful of times, but then he never came back. Another one. Ooh. This one might end up being Kafka. This one actually, this one might actually be Kafka. I think, because the hair is not as red as Himiko's, and it's a little too straight. And as far as I remember, Himeko, or not Himeko, Kafka is the only one with this shade of hair. And I think the background is also like rainy. I'm going to guess this one's going to be Kafka. I'm not gonna worry about this one. This one, I believe with all my heart, is Kafka. Oh wait, this one was Blade? I forgot Blade's hair was slightly red. I forgot Blade's hair was slightly red. It looked like Kafka's. It looked like Kafka's, but I didn't take in the bandages in the background. Okay, I'll take the L on that one. I'll take the L on that one. I'm not even upset. Like I said, I'm not even upset. I'm not upset one bit. 9. I'm still doing good. We're at 20 done so far, which means we're almost like to the halfway point. Another. This one's way too easy. Easy peasy, because guess what? She was actually one of my first characters in the 4-star category. Miss Natasha. I recognize her necklace anywhere. Which, by the way, is such a weird part of her design. It's just so big, and it's just like... I understand necklaces, but I think this is like one of the oddball character design things on her person. Is like, why is it that so... It feels something like too thick of a pendant, if you know what I mean. That's gonna be like the one part of her character design I will never fully understand. Is why it's like it's specifically like that. Whew. Yay! I'm regaining my lead. I'm regaining my lead. I was regaining my lead. Didn't forget the ball necklace. Certainly not me. Okay, this is obviously someone's legs. It's obviously someone who does not wear stockings, obviously. I don't want to say Silverwolf, because Silverwolf doesn't have an angle like that. Silverwolf is, I believe, at a bit of a different angle. Is this one Fu Xuan? No, wait, Fu Xuan's got... I don't think Fu Xuan has bare legs. Is this March? Who else has, no stockings? I'm trying to think about, like, all the characters who don't wear leggings or stockings. And... I know this is not Zila, because we already kind of seen how Zila looks. It's not someone else. This one's actually a really big throw off, because it could be someone else entirely. Because I don't believe it's Silverwolf, because Silverwolf has a different setup. It can't be Casterus. No, Casterus I think also has like leggings and a fashion. I'm trying to think, because this is like zoomed in on someone's legs, and I can't. They're like knees, and I'm just like, oh boy. I feel like this is March. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say this one is March, because there's just something about the pose. No, I don't think it's Bailu. Bailu has like a different curve altogether. Yeah, Bailu's got like a whole different background. This background is like black, which means it's more than likely a 4-star without like a lot of splash art. I'm gonna say March 7th. I'm gonna take a wild get. I'm gonna take a... Unless it's Stell. No, it can't be Stell. Stell doesn't have the purple in the background, does she? No, I don't think so. I'm gonna go with my gut. I'm gonna say March. What? I guessed March. Did I miswrite it? Okay, guys, I technically guessed it correctly. Do you think that is worth the point at the very minimum? I technically had it right. I must have, like, side-eyed and input it differently. Count that one as correct. Either way, you got it right. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I shouldn't be so picky with the spelling, but I can't help myself. The guess was technically correct. Yeah, the guess was technically correct. By technicality, it was correct. Alcohol bottle? That's not Gallagher, though. That bottle's broken. Oh, boy. It's not Sway again, I don't think. There's a bottle, a ribbon. Is this Robin again? It might be Robin again. Because of the red flower. It might be Robin again? Because Robin's background is extremely intricate. And that looks like a fancy bottle, but I don't quite think it's Gallagher. Because this is, like, set a little too differently. I'm going to guess Robin. The gold is also there, so I'm going to... I guess that's, like, part of her cage. I'm going to guess Robin. Oh, it was Gallagher! It was Gallagher. Like... Oh, you would not have, like... Oh... You see, I'm usually distracted by the up towards the torso. I did not think that that was there. I was like looking at it, it looked like something that was on Robin's set piece for some reason. Like it was somehow broken in the corner. But also this being Gallagher also makes a lot of sense. But hey, I'm learning a lot of interesting details I never caught in their original artwork. I'm still up 13-10, so therefore I am still technically winning. I am still at a technical win. I had Gallagher on the tip of on the first part of my brain was my first guess, but I second guessed myself, which was usually when it comes to answers like that, that's Himeko. That's Himeko. I recognize this case. I recognize that underside of her jacket. This is straight Himeko. This one's obvious. That one was pure. That was pure coffee mom energy. Because she carries that giant case around. That one was really easy. This game is going to toss me out a few freebies, and then it's going to just like come over and smack me in the face again. It's going to be like, yeah, you thought? Next. Oh. Okay, I see someone's sleeve. It's really bright. Ice or water? Is that Yanqing again? I don't think that... Is it Yanqing again? I think it might be Yanqing again. It might be Yanqing again, because that blue blade, and he's the only one I know who summons those. Because Jingli's background is way too blue. I'm gonna take a wild guess. I'm gonna say Yanqing. Yanqing? Oh, for love of Pete, I misspelled it, but I had... I misspelled it again. Oh, bloody... It's always like, I always get like the first time. I'm counting it. I'm gonna take my executive decision. I'm going to count that one too. I had the guess correct, but again, the spelling error. As I'm trying not to look at my phone too often either. I think as long as my guesses are in the ballpark of correct, then we should still keep it counting versus keeping it to like a very tight spelling. But we are 15 up to 10, which means we are at the halfway point. We are halfway. Will this game completely mess me up, or will I prove that I am actually really surprisingly good at Genshin Impact, or not Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail guessing? Is my visual learning this good? We're halfway there. Will Zephyr protect her wallet fight out in the next Dragon Ball Z? Oh yeah, we will definitely see if my wallet is protected. I believe that's... Oh, mushrooms? I believe that's actually Natasha again, because Natasha's always surrounded by the mushrooms. I actually fully believe that is Natasha. Now, this could switch around on me. It could be Lingsha. But I believe that is also Natasha, because Natasha's, like, aesthetic has mushrooms on it. Heck yeah, let's go. I knew that looked familiar. It was way too indoorsy to be anything else. It was way too indoorsy. I swear, if my wallet is protected, that means I can save a little bit more for Anaxa and Dr. Ratio for my pull days. Which will be for, that'll be like next month. Which is good. That's Madame Ron May. I know that mandolin. I recognize that mandolin because guess what? Ron May is going to be coming home the day she is available for freebie. That is Madame Ron May, creator of the best and cutest little critters in the world. The little cat cakes. I would know her anywhere at this point. I can't wait to get her because I think Madame Ron May will make a very interesting portion to the team. 17. 17 out of 10, 17 to 10, so let's keep it going again. I'm excited. Ooh. Purple crystal shattering? Purple, that deep color though. That's like a really, really deep purple, and I feel like I recognize that purple, but I don't think that's Fu Xuan. I think Fu Xuan is like, has like a little bit more of a galaxy theme to her. That's like a crystal that's like slightly broken, but the coloration is familiar to me, even though I don't think I've ever done this particular character before. I don't think I've ever made a pull for this character, so her art is a little beyond me. But it's like a familiar shade. I'm probably going to get this incorrect. I'm going to take a wild guess at Kafka. It was the color. I think it was the color. It was the color. Okay. And there's the umbrella that kept throwing me off in the previous rounds too. That's like an umbrella, but there's the crystal because it's like, that looks way too familiar to me. It's like, why does that look so familiar? That was Kafka. I never looked too hard at it, but it's just like, it felt like it connected with her. It was the color. That was my best guess. It was mostly the color. Because that color just screamed. The color was an absolute, like, I am Kafka. Well, the one with Jade really threw me off. I swear, I will laugh if, like, the next 5 are just like pure, are like some of the guys that I actually know in this game. I wonder how far they actually went up to this. Because if they went up to Layla in the Genshin Impact one, I wonder how far they went up for this. I was happy that was Kafka. Oh, is this the Jingyuan one I've been eyeballing? Because I don't believe that's Ratio. Is this the Jingyuan one? Because this is just a floor, but the blue tube kind of gives me pause because it looks like a scroll case of some sort. They had Auron in the Genshin Impact one? Okay, so they kind of keep this up to date. That's good. You know, part of the... Oh. Wait. Yeah, wait, oh. Oh, wait, is this her? I'm gonna take a wild guess in the dark. I was gonna say it was Jing Yuan, but Lingsha kind of also gives me that vibe. I'm going to take a wild guess in the dark. Wait, that was Aventurine? I call myself an Aventurine fangirl, don't I? I need to go in my shame corner. Give me like, give me. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. I didn't see him. I used to see his legs. I thought it was. I should have seen the uneven portions. Aventurine, I'm sorry. Oh no. I take that L any day. You know what? If there's anyone to make an L to, it's Aventurine, I suppose. Zephyr exposed, not a true Aventurine fan. She carries it on her team, but she doesn't recognize the splash art. Oh, that's March 7th. That is March 7th, Imaginary. That is March 7th, Imaginary. I recognize the color and the patterns. Easy peasy. Shame. Shame to us all. I am a shame. I am a shamed sorceress. Sort of. I am honestly, though, still killing it. To be completely fair, I am still wildly killing it right now. And we're almost at 31. Another one. To the shame corner. No, not the shame corner. I already went to the shame corner. I can't sink any deeper into the shame corner. This is as far as I can go into the shame corner. How dare you? Actually, wait, is my shame corner the other side then? I don't know. But still, This is as far as I go into the shame corner. Come on. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh, too big. Here we go. Oh, gee. I wonder who this is. It is our lovely outdoor survivalist. The youngest of the Landau siblings. Lynx Landau. Who I have a cat cake version of still sitting in my Lethal Company ship with Serval and Japard because they got saved by a whole bunch of Herta-cat cakes. All right. That one was I think they threw a freebie at me for being a fake Aventurine fan at this point. We're at 31. That's crazy. We're at 31 out of 50. We are well over halfway now. Another. Okay. It's a wooden floor. Is this the Jingyuan one that my brain keeps trying to tell itself? Is this the Jingyuan one? As I have a feeling we are at least going to run into Jingyuan at least once, and that's just like a pure wood grain floor. But I don't think it's Lingsha. That is like a pure wood grain floor. I feel like the only one who has this is Raw. It's not Japard. And it's definitely not our Danny boy Dun Hung. I'm gonna take another guess. Is it gonna be Jingyuan? Because we haven't had a Jingyuan in a hot minute. Is it Jingyuan? Heck yeah, let's go, baby! How do I recognize a corner of his floor? Yet I don't see Aventurine's coin stack. Ah! How do I do this? This is witchcraft. Wait. I am a sorceress. Of course, witchcraft is in my blood. What am I talking about? It's witchcraft. Witchcraft. Wait, I am a sorceress. Of course it's witchcraft. Or just the fact that I opened up my third eye. Let's be honest. I opened up my third eye the moment Anaxa and Ratio came off as like a joke, and then they turned into like, oh my god, they're coming out together on banner. Oh, that's just pure evil. Is that Yanqing again? I swear this boy is haunting me now. Because he's the only one I know that has that dark blue with that like little red stripe. Is Yanqing just like is Yanqing just like following me around at this rate? Is that like a little folded corner? I don't know how it makes sense anymore. Is this... I swear if this is Yanqing, I'm going to throw myself into the nearest void, because it's like, how do I not recognize this coin stack, Aventurine's coin stack to this? Luca! Oh, wait, it was Luca. It was Luca, who you don't even see. This is just a boxing glove in his art. It was Luca. Oh my goodness sake. Luca, as they say. Well, I'll take the L. L for Luca. Let's go. It's L for Luca. All right, we're golden. We're on 33. That was number 33 out of 50. Luca. I can't help but say it like that nowadays. I've listened to too many... Genshin crop game. What is this? What is this? What is this? It is just a black background. Who could be about anybody? This could literally be anyone. This could literally be about anybody. It's so dark. It's not Blade. I don't think it's Blade. I've gotten tricked before. There's a little hint of green, but that's all I got. Welt, I'm going to take a shot in the dark. Welt, is this you? How was this Robin? Where was this put? Bro, was like, I had a 1 in... How many are we at now? 32? How many characters do we have a catalog? Is it like 36? This is like a 1 in 36 opportunity. Oh, Lord. That was a 1 in 36 chance. That's just rude. I will fully admit that that crop was rude. I'm gonna burn this crop to the ground. In Minecraft, of course. That was actually very rude, sir. How dare you? Anyway, we're gonna move on to the next one before I get my blood pressure rising. Next. Oh no. What is with these crops? Oh god. Is this Serval again, I wonder? As I was tricked the first time. No, this can't be Serval. This doesn't look like a Serval one. Is this the Lingsha that... This could either be Zweiyi or Lingsha. How much water do I have left? I don't think it's Zweiyi because Zweiyi doesn't have those little puff clouds. I don't even think it's Lingsha because Lingsha's got a little bit... I don't even think it's Lingsha. It's not Hanya. Not Huohuo. Who's got clouds? It's the puffy clouds that's throwing me off. It might just be Lingsha. I'm gonna take a wild guess. I'm probably gonna fail this one. I'm gonna say Lingsha. Oh, this is Squidknifin. This is like little Guegui. Oh, it was part of the Ting Ting. It was part of the D-Ting. D-Ting. The puppy. The little dragon dog thingy-madoo. Dinting. I forgot how to pronounce it. Forgive me. In the moment of pure, like, wow, I forgot that they had that in their splash art. It looked like clouds. Well played. Okay, that one was actually a very well played one because I was not sure. That was actually very well played. I will appreciate that was a very well played one because it looked like smoke. I did not think about the D-Ting's tail. And that is a foot. That is a foot with some straps. That is March again. I recognize that footwear now. That is March again. That's March. They've been giving me marches. Hey, welcome back. No worries. We are at... How many do we have? We are at 22 to 14. Yeah, I know. I'm surprised too. I got confused by a lot of the I think I get confused by like a lot of main close-ups where it's just unnoticeable, like small, like tight things in the background. Another one. I lost to an Aventurine one. That can't be Gwynnifin again, could it? See, it's ones like this that will throw me off. Is that Gwynnifin again? Yeah, I know. He had like a stack of poker chips sitting on the sitting on the floor. I thought I didn't realize at the time. I brought shame upon everybody. I feel like this is Gwynaifin again. I feel like we went through the same song and dance. I feel like it's Gwynaifin. It wouldn't surprise me if it wasn't. I'm gonna take a wild shot in the dark. I'm gonna say it's Gwynaifin. I think this might be her ult work. Let me just double check the work. Let me just double check the spelling. Guinaifin. Gwynaifin. Gwynaifin, is this you? Oh, this is Qingque? These Law Fu characters are going to be the end of me. Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten that one either. It's like you can see her, but you see the clouds up top. This is her ult splash art too. You can see the top of her head. I forgot this is like the big part of her splash art for her ultimate. Oh my goodness. I'm getting distracted by puffballs and I'm not like looking too deep. Aw, it's fine. I'm pretty sure she still appreciates everything. Another. Leg. That is leg. There is also a very diamondy background. That is a leg with brown pants. I could be completely incorrect. This could either be... This could either be Gallagher or it... No, Aventurine's pants are white. I don't think Aventurine has any more. I think this... I don't think it's Welt. Welt is... Oh... Well, maybe it's... No? Aren't the ult... No, the ult arts and the, ult and the splash art are two different things. Yeah. It's the brown pants. I think it's Welt. It's probably Gallagher, but I'm going to say Welt. Oh, it was Luca again! And yes, that was Doodle Bob language. I forgot Luca had brown pants. These men with their dress pants. These men in their nice brown dress pants, I swear Luca probably needed like some more shreds in there. How many are we at right now? I mean, for the losses are starting to kind of pile. Why? Oh no. This could be a variety. This could be a variety of characters with white who wear white. I don't think that's Himeko though. I don't think it's gonna be Himeko. I don't think Himeko's art is that bright. I'm going to guess Sushang. I don't think that's Bronya either. I don't... if this becomes Bronya, I'm going to be mad. Where's Serval? Oh, I'm second guessing myself nowadays. Jeez. So, it's either Sushang or it's because I don't think that's Himeko. It could either be Bronya or Serval, because Serval also technically has a little bit of a white skirt. Is it Natasha again? The very calm looking background. You know what? I'm gonna guess Natasha. I'm probably incorrect. Is it Natasha? It was Misha? It was a tablecloth. Misha wasn't even anywhere in that picture. It was just his cart. Well, okay, that one was actually very well played. I will give it that. That one actually made me guess. Oh my goodness. Okay, 17. Please give me the exposed open side of Dr. Ratio. I feel like that's Fu Xuan. I think that's Fu Xuan because I think she's the only one with that bright of a background. I'm going to take a wild guess. It's either March or it's Fu Xuan. I'm gonna say Fu Xuan. Oh, it was... How was this one Stell? It was the back of her leg. I thought Jingliu, yeah. Brother. I'm absolutely cooked now. I'm hitting the almost high. I'm hitting an almost high. Oh, this is Gwenithan. This is Gwenithan. I recognize that skirt. I recognize that skirt. That's Gwenithan. That's our little Gui Gui. I believe that's Gwenithan. That Guinaifan. I recognize that skirt. That's our Gwenithan. Plus, there's also Sushang in the background. It's Gwenithan. Oh, not so cooked yet. I am not as cooked yet. I am like medium rare right now. I am only 8 more L's until we spend 50. Yeah, just about. But I think this might be able to get me out of the deep. So we're at 18. Oh wow, wait, hang on. Are we almost done? My brain is not braining for math. I cannot do simple math to save my skin. Give me 2 seconds. Oh yeah, we're sitting at 41. We literally only have 9 left. Once this is accepted, yeah, we only have like 9 left. Oh my god. Let's go another one. Ding, another one. Oh, that one is Yunli. I can tell by the fire, and I recognize that little bit of her hair. That is Yunli. No questions asked, that is Yunli. Wait, this one was Cell too? Oh, it was Preservation Trail. Okay, I admit, I got a little too... I got a little too... I got a little too, I got a little too, you know, strong with that one. It looked like fire. I thought it was Yunli. Okay, that's just evil. What the fuck? Why? I thought I was cooking with the Yunli. Yeah, I thought I was too, but apparently I wasn't. What is with these gray color palettes? It's not Clara again. No, it's not as metallic. Is it Blade? I'm looking at the bandages. It might be Blade. Looking at the bandages, I think there's only one character with bandages in that location. I'm gonna take a wild guess in the dark. This could be Blade. This one was Kafka, because I wasn't incorrect. I wasn't, like, incorrect. He is there. I just have the wrong character. Oh my god. Am I gonna have to end up spending 50? I was really hoping not to. Oh, why do I set myself up for these things? Well, we're not tied yet, so this could completely even itself out. I believe that is actually Serval. That is way too clean. This is like way too clean, and it looks like something very metallic. I think this one actually might be a Serval, because this might be part of her stage setup. It's purple. It looks like it's electric. I think it might be Serval. No, this one was actually Asta, because it was part of her microscope. Please, RNG gods. I'm begging. I am begging. Oh, is that Robin or Black Swan? Oh, is that Robin or is that Black Swan? Oh. The hair is purple, but it's very soft and flowy. Or is that Zila? Oh god. No, It's very soft, it's flowing, but it's not very dark. Let me take a look at guess, Zila. It was Black Swan, I had it! I had it! I second guessed myself. Because of the way this shading took, I almost had it. Oh no. Oh god, okay. Okay, deep breaths. I think I can get this. It was Black Swan. I literally almost had her, and I second guessed myself at the very last minute. Oh, freebie! Freebie! I recognize those shorts. I recognize that belt. I recognize everything, and I don't care how that phrasing sounds. It is our lovely character who is going to be bannering literally this weekend, this entire next month, which is Acheron. It is, you know what, Black Swan and Acheron literally coming back to back is actually kind of fair. Yeah, Acheron is running with the Casterus patch. Yeah, Acheron is running with Casterus. And so is with Jiaocho and someone else. I completely forgot. Oh wait, I think Fugue is coming back as well. So you get 2 Foxians, and then you get Casterus and Acheron. 2 Firefoxes. Clever. Oh, I think I might be saved. I think my wallet might be saved. Wait, is this one Bronya? That looks like a Bronya image. 25 and 25, does that count as a loss? I don't know. I think that would have to be a coin flip at that point. Okay. I believe this one is actually Bronya, because I think this regal interior screams more of a Bronya. Heck yeah! Ooh! It was the inside of Bronya's, like, skirt. I recognized that somehow. It looked too rich to be from later patches. Okay, we are at 47? Yes, we are. We're at 47. We're at 47. What? Is that just a foot? That is just a sandaled foot. That is a sandaled foot. Okay. This was a shot in the dark. And I think this one might be correct. Dr. Ratio, are you home? Yay! It was literally his foot! I looked at the sandal! I was like, wait, there's only one person I know who wears sandals! That was our lovely Dr. Ratio! It was literally the corner of his foot! Dr. Ratio literally came in and saved the day! Oh my god! Oh my god, Dr. Ratio came in and swooped in and was just like, okay, yep, we'll give you a freebie. Shush! I just recognized his foot! I just recognized the sandals, actually. Excuse me, wrong phrasing. Oh my god. I think I might have saved myself, because we got 2 left. I think I might have just narrowly saved my own skin. Dr. Ratio just, like, swooped in and came in clutch. Let's just get these last 2 out of the way. That was Gwynnifin, plain and simple. I recognize her shirt. I recognize that little sleeve. I get to spend 50 bucks another day. That'd be 27. Zephyr, while it is safe for now. Yeah, it's not gonna be safe when an accent ratio come rolling around. I just recognized his foot. That's all I did. I just know he's like one of the only few characters that actually just like wears sandals in that particular style. I also have his 3D model literally printed in the back. A little bit. Yes. I still haven't decided. I'm second guessing if I want to pull Casterus or not, so but I am going to go for an Axa and ratio. So I am hopeful. Okay. What is that? Huh? 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 The heck? That's not even Asta either. That's like, what the heck is that? Is that Luca again? Is that Luca? I don't know. My brain is like not braining with that one. What the heck? That's not Luca. Oomst. Oomst. Not ratio again, is it? I don't think it is. You know what? I'm just gonna put Dr. Ratio in because I know I'm gonna lose this one. If this was ironically him, I'm gonna have a little laugh. Oh, this was Lynx? Wait, how far back was that crop? Oh, yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that, like, right. Oh, the little tuft of hair. Literally a lynx. That's not even just the character, that is the actual cat. Oh my god. That was the actual, like, wild cat lynx. That's cute, actually. You know what? I'm happy to take the L on that. Anyway, let me open this. 23. 27 wins of 27 losses. 27 wins of 23 losses. That is the total of 50. That means my wallet is safe for another day. My wallet is safe. My wallet is completely safe. I was thinking that things were gonna go a little crazy, and I wasn't going to guess correctly. It was very close. I spent every dollar for every L I took. Nah. Tell you what, I'll put that money towards Anaxa and Ratio. We'll call it square on that one. We'll put that money towards Anaxa and Ratio. I think that's a good yeah, we'll put that money towards Anaxa and Ratio. We'll call it square. We'll put that money towards Ratio and Anaxa. I feel like that's a bit fair, given everything that... Because the $50 was for just, like, if it was just an Amazon win, but I think putting that 23 towards an accent ratio for the every L that I took is probably for the better. Now, the reason why I was, like, okay with the Amazon ones for the $50 is, like, this was, like, if I completely lost because I was not as good of a guesser as I thought I was. Now, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to hide this. Because while I have won, how about we have a few more, like, fun rounds? But I will switch it up. I'm going to go ahead and just for a bit of fun... let's try the actual Genshin Impact ones. For this one's just for fun. Let's see how bad or good I can be. I want to try. Let's give the old Genshin Impact ones a try and see how bad I could have gotten. Yeah, I probably cooked with it too. For like the next like couple of minutes, let's just see how many wins to losses I get. Now this does not count, but let me take a note real quick about those. Let me take a quick note about how much I'm putting towards an accent ratio into their funding real quick. Give me 2 seconds. 1 second. I'm gonna write these down real fast. Yeah, I'm probably like completely deep fried from this side as well. So we're gonna see. There we go. $30. I don't have a Genshin. I don't play my Genshin account anymore, so unfortunately, not so much. Okay. So, I have the $23. I have the $23 written down to put towards the Anaxa and Ratio funding. So I'm going to fix these up. I'm going to mark this as 0-0, and for like the next couple minutes, we'll give this one just a little bit of a fun try. I'm having a blast with this so far. This was actually like a really fun idea. This was such a great idea. Okay. So I'm seeing a green background, white fabric. He is obviously a Dendro. This is hard but fun. Yeah, I think it is. It really kind of teases your visual knowledge. I am going to say this is Baiju, actually. I'm going to say this is Baiju, because I remember Baiju being a Dendro, but it's not Kaveh. Kave's got a bit more of a different pose. Baiju? Oh, it was Kaveh! Damn it! Oh, baby boy, I actually, like, first guessed Kaveh. I literally did. I first guessed Kaveh. Oh. I literally first guessed Kaveh. I'm absolutely gonna be cooked with this, aren't I? So, like, for the next 15 minutes, we'll just see how far I get. Another one. Lisa. This one I do remember. This is Lisa. She is hard to forget. Let's be honest. Lisa is really hard to forget. I think I actually tried. To be fair, though, the reason why I'm saying, like, I haven't touched my Genshin account in forever is literally because I think I deep fried and I cooked that account, and not in a good way. That thing is like absolutely borked. Because I have no idea I had no idea how to actually like get relics, artifacts for characters. Yet I do the same thing in Honkai Star Rail and I do just fine. It's bizarre. It's a really weird switcheroo. I think it has something to do with the I think it's just the stats for, it's the elemental mastery and elemental regen or something. I think that throws me off. I'm gonna guess Dory. This looks like it has Dory. Yeah, I recognize that. I recognize that more Sumeru-esque style, but in purple. Now, keep in mind, I only have knowledge up past Sumeru Part 2. Everything else is either by like word of watch or otherwise. Is that Sino? I think that's actually Sino. I think this is the king of dad jokes himself. Sino? Oh, it's Candace. Got it. Thank you. Yep, that was Candace, all right. Yep, absolutely, totally. Hi, Siegeween. That is Siegeween. That one I do recognize. Okay, Siegeween. How the fudge do I spell Siegeween? Oh god, I forget how to spell Siegeween. Siegeween is a little character that was introduced during the Fontaine arc, but my brain has a hard time remembering how to spell her darn name. To be fair though, like I said, I have like mostly Sumeru knowledge. I don't have anywhere into the Fontaine except for like the main characters. It's Siegeween. Badge Death Ryan came out, understandable. But yeah, this is Siegeween. She's really adorable. She is a Melusine. And that's all I know about her. She's also a nurse. And she helps out Ricely. I only know like I said, I only know the characters from like other Genshin Impact content creators. And that's like a very faint amount. And it's not a lot. It's like 90% of the time it's just like during like their big pull streams where they pull for guests. Pull for their communities and whatnot. Yeah, very. Actually, she's got a bubble gun. And oh yeah, wait. I think one of her idols does have like has the syringe. Yeah. If you look up someone who might know about playing Siegeween, you'll see her. She's technically got a bow, but her official art has like more of a bubble gun. Sethos. I only know very vaguely. No, it's a. I don't know who this one is. Oh, this was Fremine. Oh yeah, I would not have. Oh. Yeah, I would not have recognized that. I'm sorry, Fremine. I would not have recognized that one. I think I'm at, well, to be fair, I'm actually on like a weird average ratio. Oh, do they have like the Siegeween bubble gun merch? That's cute. Another one. Sorry, Fremine. Oh, Oh, I think this is one of the newer ones, and I think I recognize that little ankle sock. What is her name? I think I recognize her. I'm just like... China? China. K-A-C-H-I-N-A. Oh, that's so cute. This is Kachina. Ooh. I am surprisingly on level with the Genshin versus Honkai Star Rail. Honkai Star Rail, I think I had like a little bit more of a leg up. But like Genshin so far, I'm batting like 50-50. That's Barbara. I recognize the way that hand works. That's Barbara. I recognize that. I recognize that little hand. I recognize that one. That's Barbara. I just recognize that one. Plus the little ruffles around her wrist. And this is where it's gonna go slowly sliding down the hill again. Yeah, you think the Honkai Star Rail ones are difficult? Imagine this, and you get like a little patch of skin, but the rest of this is like, That's Chevreuse? I'm gonna take a swing. I'm gonna say it's like Chevreuse, because it doesn't have the leeway. I'm gonna say it's Chevreuse from Genshin, from Fontaine. I just happened to notice, and because hands and feet are difficult for me to draw, so I think I guess I can keep an eye on them. I don't have that kind of thing with them. It's just one of those. I'm a person who recognizes like really tiny details and like stores them away, I guess. I'm gonna say it's Chevreuse. I cannot spell because my fingers are so big on my darn keyboard. Chevreuse. She is a pyro, and I usually associate the background with... Oh, this was Klee's? Wow, I would not have guessed that was Klee. You put that in front of me, I would not have guessed that was Klee. At all. That was Klee? Yeah, that was Klee. I would not have guessed that even if it like bit me in the backside. That's like way too simple. I think that's actually like splash art for her little witch outfit. Oh. Wait, is this Omaiju? No, it's Purple Tassel. Scaramouche? Wanderer? I feel like this is Wanderer. This kind of gives Wanderer energy plus the Purple Tassel and this kind of fabric. That is definitely Wanderer. I don't know how I managed to remember that fabric interior, but hey, here we go. Somehow, I am managing. That guy. I only have vague, like I said, I only have vague notions because I think I watch some Genshin Impact content creators once in a while where they go through and they play some of these characters. What am I supposed to do with this? What am I supposed to do with this? It's just stars and a purple background. Yay, what do you want me to do? That's just rude. I'm gonna guess that Lolly. I'm gonna take a wild swing. At least this one doesn't have any stakes, but damn. Oh, this is Odoron? Dude! Give me at least a boot. Come on. You could have at least given me part of his boot. You could have given me part of his boot, and that would have been fine. My throat is starting to die. Oh no, I'm screeching so much. That's... You know, I am batting at a 6 to 5, which is like a close to a 6. No information about the character. Oh, that's because Odoron is a part of the Natlan one. He's like a 4-star, which is a bit of a shame. Pants. I'm gonna take a wild swing again. Those are just dark pants with a little bit of a red background. This could either be Gaming from the recent lantern rite that happened a little, like 2 years ago, or this could be, Dia, but I don't remember how Dia works. Oh, it was Dia. I love how it's like the second guess. You really need to know your splash arts for this one. I think Honkai Star Rail's a little bit easier if they don't give you just like a leg or something. But there are some portions in the Honkai Star Rail ones where you can kind of, they have a little bit more recognizability. If you ask me. Another one. See, like, stuff like this, I'm not gonna recognize this because it's all just red. This can't be Dia again. Is this Bennett? Because it's not Lynette. Is it Bennett? I don't know. Bennett's a little... Who else is a Pyro? There's like a list of Pyro characters, but my brain cannot comprehend it. This Dia? It can't be Dia again, can it? No, I don't think it's Dia again. She doesn't wear white. What the heck is a... Not D-Luke. D-Luke wears all black. D-Luke? No, this isn't the right pose either. I'm gonna guess Gaming again. Oh, this was the Chevreuse. This was her shoe. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. That was her foot. That was her shoe. You want to know what's depressing? I actually do recognize that tattoo. Hang on. I actually do recognize that tattoo. It's very memorable. Oh, I recognize it. Hi, Yoimiya. I recognize how that tattoo worked. I'm believing that it is Yoimiya. It's got to be. Yeah, it was Yoimiya. Where was this? Oh, this was like... Oh, that was actually really interesting because she has like technically 2 tattoos. She's got the one here, just under her collarbone, and then she has the one like actually connected to her arm. So if you don't think about it, it looked almost connected. I just recognized the pattern. Memorable, yeah. I think we'll do like 2 more, and then I think that'll call it good. Yunjin? I think this is the opera girl. I believe that's No, yeah, I believe that's Yunjin. I have to make sure I look it up specifically for Genshin. Yeah, I'm gonna believe this is Yunjin because her outfit looks very similar to the colors. I think I have some recognizability of her colors. Yunjin, that's how you spell it. Okay. Check. Yeah, I think it's just because I recognize the color of her dress and the ribbon on her wrist. It was too tight, but it wasn't quite Ayaka. Well, not quite Ayaka, but like low, but from the almost the same area. I see blue, so it's probably a cryo user? Is this Shenhe? No, it's not Shenhe. Shenhe, that's way too baggy to be Shenhe. That, whatever this is way too baggy to be Shenhe. What's the orange? I don't know. This one's actually a little different. It's definitely a cryo user, because it's like so pale in the background. It's not Ayaka though. Ayaka doesn't wear black usually. I don't know I don't know many cryo users. I don't even think it's Kaya. Mika. Is Mika cryo? Yeah, Mika's cryo. Let's go with everyone's least favorite character in Genshin Impact, Mika. Oh, it was Seiyu. Oh, it was the Dendro, and it was really hard to notice with all the colors. Okay, you know, fair. You know, I call a 50-50 ratio on that. Not too shabby. It's just a matter of if I can recognize them by the way their color schemes work. I'm still mad about the Kaveh one, and the Kaveh one kind of miffed me a bit, because it was like, I had Kaveh on the tip of my tongue! Oh, that sounded very wrong out of context. Anyway. Let's scooch over to... Oh, that was a crazy day. My wallet is safe, but I will concede, and I will say I will send the $23 of the losses to my Anaxa and Ratio funding, because those two are definitely coming home, because I've been dying to get my Harmony, my all imaginary quartet set up. I've been dying to get my imaginary quartet set up, so Ratio finally coming home is making me really, really pumped and excited. Also, Anaxa, man. Scholar with a pistol? Hell yeah, baby! Let's go. But no, I had a lot of fun with that. I was not anticipating, getting as many right as I did. Especially with the Honkai Star Rail, with how intricate some of the details are. And also how that crop can really, really mess you up, especially if it's like zoomed into a particularly like dark patch of like you don't know where that's been, you don't know where that angle is coming from kind of way. Excuse me. Some of them were really clever. Some of them were just unfair. But other ones, I think I aced them pretty well, all things considered. I had a blast with that. That was actually a lot of fun. It was definitely a little tricky. But yeah. That was a game. And again, I had a lot of fun, but also my wallet is safe for another day. I am going to, hang on one second. I'm going to kind of mute that, and I'm going to close out of that. I had so much fun with this. This was like one of my favorite moments. It was a very nice, like easygoing evening where we didn't have to worry about too much. There was no combat. There was nothing to really worry about. There was no like heavy story. This was just for mostly fun and games, just to see if I could potentially win or lose. And in this case, technically speaking, my wallet is safe for another time. We should probably do this again at some point. Just maybe I'll find another one where we do that, but you guys can, but maybe with a higher potential of losing. It was just meant to be like a little bet. It was meant to be just like a little bet. If I lost out of 50, I would have asked you guys to pick $50 USD for something for me from Amazon. I was gonna say, are we still, how are people feeling about Casterus? Because I know that there's been some dickety talks about like everything else, but how are you guys feeling for Casterus? Just out of curiosity, before I go wrap up for the evening. But yeah, my wallet is safe for another day. Uh, don't mind her existence. That's fair. But yeah, I'm kind of like falling into a hmm. That's fair. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of like on the debate of like, should we pull for if I should pull for Casterus or if I should leave it be and then we just like go all in for an accent ratio. I'm gonna probably sleep on that through the 3.2 story because let's be honest, the 3.2 story is kind of what we're here for. We're here for kind of that over the pulls, I would think. At least in my mind. At least in my mind, the most of what we do with Honkai Star Rail is that we're me personally, I am mostly there for the story. I will like level up characters and take the ones that I like. And don't get me wrong, I love Casterus. I think she's a sweetie, but there's like it's like do I do what I did with Rappa and do I just wait? Do I wait? I think I should probably wait for Casterus for another day. She'll probably get like a round 2 or something like that closer to the end of the uh Emporius's lifespan. At least in my opinion, but we will see. I will give it some hard thought because yeah. But for now, I'm going to take a look, see if I can send you guys over to anyone. Let's see if I can redirect you guys over to anybody today. One moment. Who can I send you to? Hang on. I hate the fact that I go into the search bar. It doesn't let me search. I think he's available anymore. I think he may have ended for the evening. I think. Yeah. I am double checking to see if we have any Honkai Star Rail character players playing around today. Nope. Nope. It looks like it is a bit of a quiet Monday. All right. It's a bit of a quiet Monday then. So we'll wrap it up here. We'll call it an evening. And I will catch you guys on Wednesday, which is technically my day 1 of 3.2 of Honkai Star Rail. I am going to make sure I grab tissues because I'm probably going to be crying my eyes out by the end of it. By the way, Saturday might be a bit extended for time because I do not have a Dungeons and Dragons game on that Saturday. So, depending on where we stop on that particular on Wednesday, we will be in there for the long haul for the rest of the day, for the rest of the story on Saturday. And there won't be any rush because Zephyr does not need to go to a Dungeons and Dragons game. But yeah, I will catch everybody later. So you guys have a good rest of your night. I will see you on day 1 of the 3.2 story on Wednesday. Technically, it comes out on Tuesday on launch, but yeah, see you guys on Wednesday. All right? Bye-bye! 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 You're welcome! Bye-bye! Bye-bye! Okay. Bye-bye!